and welcome to another Ef2000 Tactcom Let's Play video. Today we'll be penetrating deep into enemy territory and bombing a dam. So let's go into the simulator and select ground attack. We've got to travel 378 miles and we want to drop our laser guided bombs from about 10,000 feet. So let's check our loadout. Now we're going to change our fuel configuration slightly differently. We're going to have one big fuel tank and get rid of the smaller ones and have some AMRAAM missiles instead. Okay, let's do this. We're on the airfield and we're just going to look around. And everything seems to be okay. There's no enemy planes nearby.
Tower, Condor, taxi.
So we're going to press shift and S and skip to the runway. We're going to throttle up and put afterburners on and take off with our wingman. There's 3 of them. And we're airborne. Press G to get our undercarriage up. And we're underway. Okay, we'll press shift and S to skip because there's quite a fair distance to travel, and we've gone as far as we can, and we're in the presence of some Su-35s. Whoops, one's fallen out of the air and into the water, although there's some left, and I don't think they're going to be as easy to destroy. So you can see on our mini-map, the top right hand side, we've got some enemy fighters who've now seen us. I've asked the wingman to put our music on, and we put our electronic countermeasures on as well. And we're going to use our afterburners and just get out of here. We're going to let our escorts take care of the fighters. We're too heavily laden with our air-to-ground ordnance to fight properly. I'm going to order our wingmen to engage. Let's see how they fare. Missiles have been launched. And we're in the smart view. And the computer is tracking the AMRAAM missile from our wingman. Here he goes. Oh, he's missed. Missed the Su-35, incredibly. And now the camera's back onto our wingman, who's in a dogfight now. We can see flares being launched everywhere.
Music.
And our wingman's in a turning dogfight with the Su-35 flanker. Don't know who's going to win out of this one. And the wingman's ejected his fuel to be a bit more agile. Okay, we're back into our own plane, and one of the Su-35s has been hit. Splash into the water. And if we have a look at the F-15 in the area, who's also in our flight group. And he's engaging something.
Mayday, mayday.
And there's a tornado. There are escorts as well. In its green colour. We're heading along our waypoint.
92 degrees 64 Angel 5.
Autopilot disengaged.
92 degrees 62 Angel 5.
We're just going to check our fuel. Got plenty of fuel.
Autopilot engaged.
Music.
And another Su-35 has been hit, I can see. We jump around in the smart view, we can see quite a lot. I can see some new threats now. There's some MiG-21s coming into our area. They're the last line of defense because they're so old. And there are also some MiG-29s, so there's plenty of enemies around if anyone wants to get into a dogfight. We're going to concentrate on our main target. And the MiG-29s have launched a missile at our flight group, I believe. We're following the Alamo missile. It's aiming at an F-15 and has been hit. And it's exploded. Wow. So there's the MiG-29. A formidable air superiority fighter. Okay, back to the Eurofighter, back to our plane.
Autopilot.
And we can see, we skipped the video to the next part, and we're about 27 miles away from the target area now. Have a quick fuel check. And we're going to gain some altitude so we can be ready to launch our laser guided bombs at the dam.
Autopilot engaged.
There are some enemy fighters around, but they haven't seen us. Here is the dam. This is the target that we need to hit. You can look at it by pressing F7, and you can adjust the view and zoom in and out. And you can just see what kind of geography and the lay of the land is. Okay.
Autopilot engaged.
About 18 miles away, so we need to start thinking about turning our laser on in a minute. If you press shift and F7 and press C, you can cycle the ground targets nearby, and there are some surface to air missiles and some anti-aircraft guns as well, so we need to be mindful that we can't loiter around too long at low altitude and at low speed, so we still need to fly fast over the target area. So if we press the T button or the T-LAD to activate the laser designator and target the dam. There's the dam, about 9 miles away. We're just under 10,000 feet, and we're ready to launch our laser guided bombs. We want to fly relatively level and straight, and once the left triangle is in between the two other triangles, you can see the right hand side of the screen there, where we can drop our bombs at any time. And bombs away. It's not quite a bouncing bomb. And we're in the missile view, or the bomb view now. We're going to follow this bomb all the way down to the dam. Boom! Target destroyed! Excellent. Now we don't want to be distracted and fly any higher than this, because we will be attacked by the anti-aircraft guns that are guarding the dam. So we're going to swing around and head to our landing waypoint. We can see the plume of smoke and all the water, I suppose, bursting through the dam. Press shift and W, we can go straight to the landing waypoint, which is waypoint 9. It's some 362 miles away. If we look behind us, we can see the dam completely destroyed. And we are getting out of here. I think the enemy fighters, they're pretty oblivious to what we've done here. So there's a fair distance to travel to go home. Just ahead of us is a MiG-29. I've turned our radar off, so we can still remain stealthily. If we have our radar on and target another enemy plane, they will see us straight away. So it's important to, if you don't want to engage any enemy fighters, and we don't really want to because we're still heavily laden with fuel and we've still got one laser guided bomb that's quite heavy,
Autopilot.
we're going to keep our radar off and fly low. If we jump around, we can see there's a MiG-21 also in the area, flying up into the sky, and there's an F-15 Strike Eagle, and it's heading towards the dam area. We can tell by the mini map it's going over to the big red triangle. I'm just going to turn our laser off and just head home. If we jump back to the F-15, you can see it's laser guided bombs that it's carrying under its wings. And let's see what it's targeting. Well, it's heading towards a dam that we've just destroyed. So it'd be interesting to see what targets it's got. Ah, I see. It's targeting the dam as well. Ah, it's dropped both its bombs. I guess they want to make sure it's completely destroyed. And there is 2 fires there now. So that dam is completely obliterated, and all that water is probably gushing down into the valley, flooding everything. Right, we just need to get home in one piece now. If we fly fast and low, we should be able to evade any combat air patrols. So we've just jumped along a bit in time, and we've reached the airfield, and we're just going to land. Press I on the keyboard and you'll activate the ILS landing HUD mode. We throttle back to about 72% thrust because we've still got some bombs on us, so we're still quite heavy, so we need a bit more thrust than we normally do if we're completely empty of ordnance. And we want to land about 160 knots and no less. We just need to glide in through those boxes on the glide slope. Undercarriage is down. We're about 1,000 feet, just under now, 700 feet. And just straighten her up. We cheat a bit by using the afterburners just to keep our speed up. I find it much easier doing it that way than trying to play about with the throttle. And we're bang on straight, keep the nose up. And touchdown, perfect. 3-point landing. And that's that. I hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching. Until next time, bye bye.